My name is Nick Strayham. I'm the owner of Lamy Electric. Been here for a little over 10 years now. Got a background in sales and electrical engineering, so it's just been a good natural fit for me.
How did you first connect with Mike West?
Mike and I first met at the D'Iberville Business Club. We were both members there, and we kind of hit it off right off the bat. He's very high energy, kind of matches my energy, and we hit it off right off the bat, and really been close friends since then.
Do you have a business relationship or a personal relationship with Mike West?
So Mike and I flow both ways. Mike obviously is in the car industry. I'm in the electrical industry, and I have bought vehicles from him in the past, and also he has enlisted our electrical contracting services.
What stands out the most to you about Mike?
Michael's a go-getter. He does not waste any time. I don't know if you've heard much about the signal versus the noise type people. He is a signal person. There's not much noise with Mike. He cuts straight to the point. Anything that he says or does is pretty direct, and he's all about getting things done.
How would you describe Mike's professionalism and communication style?
Mike is very intense. He is very direct. Whenever you ask or request something from Mike, you're going to get an immediate, direct answer. He's not going to waste any time or beat around the bush. As far as professionalism, there's nobody better than Mike. I mean, Mike's the real deal. There is an abrasive side of what he, but it's like the truth that needs to be heard at times. Like it's really, people need to hear some of the things that he's saying. And a lot of people, that's a lot of his posts are based around like people accepting the truth of what reality is and not making excuses. And I think that that's something that he does not allow people to make excuses. People that's under his guidance, that he's a leader over. As a leader, I think that that is where he excels in, is making people realize that to stop making excuses and just make things happen. And it's for some people, and it's not for everybody. But if it's for somebody that is wanting to better themselves or better the people around them, in general, it's solid advice, but it's a lot of truths that people don't want to hear, but it's reality. Like if, I don't know a better way of wording it, that he essentially says the part that people don't want to hear out loud.
Has Mike provided value to you or your business?
I would say Mike has more of a personal development impact on me. In business, we do have a lot of business dealings together, but Mike is very motivational. Some of the thoughts that he has is just outside the box thinking, that looking at things in a different lens. And he's a very forward thinking, very positive thinking. If it doesn't provide value to somebody or something, some part of a process, then he's not going to waste his time with it.
What was your experience like working with Mike?
My experience of working with Mike has been nothing but positive. There's not been one situation that we've encountered that we couldn't work out, come to some type of agreement together. And that's what Mike's about, results, about doing what he says he's going to do. And he does a very good job of identifying what the problem is and cutting down to the solution of the problem. As far as my experience with him, there's not too many people as solid as Mike.
What sets Mike apart from others?
There's going to be quite a few things that sets Mike apart, but I'm going to tell you one thing is that nobody will outwork Michael West. He eats, sleeps, and breathes his professional career. I know he devotes a lot of time to his family, but I've never met somebody who works as hard as what Mike does. And that's also productive with that. There's a lot of people that work hard but don't get much productivity out of themselves. Mike's a very productive, very hardworking, and his ability to, and this is something that I'm terrible at, but his ability to remember tasks and commit to helping or doing or saying something never fails. You're going to get a phone call back. You're going to get a text back. That's one thing that I've struggled with and have worked with in a long time. But like even a while back, I had a medical situation that I was dealing with, and he spent more time researching and pouring time and effort into coming up with a solution for my problem than what I did. And that's not anything that you can find in anybody. I mean, his ability to remember and retain random events throughout time. Even a year later, he still would randomly check on me as far as with my heart condition and whatnot.
What is the overall impact Mike has had on your life?
I'll use one word, motivation. Mike is one of the most motivational individuals that I've ever had the privilege of working with. You can guarantee wake up each morning and there's going to be some type of motivational post on Facebook. And it's very good guidelines to work off of, to work with. How he wakes up every morning and being in a great mood that he does, I never have a clue. I don't know how he gets the energy that he does, but his ability to motivate myself and others is unlike anything that I've ever seen. He can turn some of the most terrible situations into very positive, very uplifting learning experiences. And there's not that many people that have the ability, skill, whatever you want to call it, the traits in order to be able to do that. I'm sure not only for myself, but for others. I mean, it's a good guiding light for really anything. And there's been situations where I've had in my field a business situation, and I will not hesitate to reach out to him for advice. And not only will he give you what he thinks off the top of his head at that time, but knowing Mike, he might even go off and research or call somebody and help you get the answers that you need. He's a very resourceful person.
What is your message to the younger generation?
It's a very good question. And in the answer, this is just a generational issue that we're having. So Mike puts out very good advice, inspiration, suggestions, but a lot of it's not easy to actually do. And so what I would like to harp on that is the execution of actually doing what the suggestion advice is. That is, I'm not saying to follow everything that he does and says to a T, but a lot of the things that Mike is providing, putting out there as far as inspiration and advice is a matter of just people actually doing it. A lot of people, and I see that in this generation that's coming up, we'll call it the millennials, they want all of the nice, fancy things, but they're not willing to work for it. They're not willing to put the effort or time into it. And I guess the one word answer to that was execution, is to actually do these things. People will get advice, suggestions, and just be like, oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. And they'll want that, but then they don't actually go do it. And so I guess my answer to that would be the actual start, do it. That's one of the biggest roadblocks to people being successful in life is they have this great vision, they have this great idea, they have this plan of what they want to do, and you've got to start somewhere. A lot of people get overwhelmed with how much work it may take in order to start your own business or start a new job or go work for a different company. But you've got to start somewhere. And a lot of people just fail to do that first step, which is to start. And it could be even something small.
Describe Mike West in one word.
Animal. Michael's an animal.
What animal?
I'm going to say a lion. A lion is, I don't know if it's a good word or not, but it's intimidating. They dominate. They can pick and choose what it is they want to eat. I mean, they have the world is theirs to take, and they can choose what they want to go after, and whatever they decide to go after, they're going to be successful with.
Who is Mike West to you?
Michael West to me is the man. The dude, he really is a solid person, like a solid human being. But Michael West to me is a man of his word. He is a family man. He has no limits, put it that way. He has no limits to whatever it is that he's doing. There's no bar too high. There's no goal too big. There's no challenge too hard. I used the word animal earlier. He's an animal whenever it comes to whatever it is that he sets his mind to. And if he decides that he's going to do it, it's going to get done.
Is there anything else that you think people should know about Mike?
From what I've witnessed, everything that Michael has done has been self-made. He started out humble beginnings with a single dealership and has opened up several other dealerships and is now expanding to other parts of Mississippi. And that is something that not just anybody can do, especially to be able to open up a franchise without having some type of experience of already owning and operating a franchise. The franchise that he's got in Forest, everything, the odds were stacked against him in making that happen, and he persisted. It was a goal that he set for himself, and he made it happen. One last little comment I was want to make is Michael's just an all-around good dude. If you want to know the real Michael, go watch him at his office for a day. Watch him manage his people. Watch him work with his employees. Watch him work with customers. And you will see that there's just a genuine inner drive for him to want to help people. And I believe from what I've witnessed over the years that his methodology here is that his abundance of helping everybody will at some point or another come back and reward him, not financially, anything of that matter. It just as a whole, his success is measured by his ability to help people.